What's going on, guys? Welcome to D-Land TV. Another day, another episode. I'm making this video about going to CDL school week two. Week two, what to expect. All right. So by this time, you have experienced classroom time. You're getting a general knowledge of your CDL, what it takes to be in trucking, the safety of it, the hazards of it, and your combinations and your air brakes and whatnot. By this time, I'm sure they have let you know that you have to get a permit before you can go on road, and you have to get a medical card before you get your permit. So from there, they'll implore you to get those two things right away whenever you can. But to be able to get your permit, you have to pass the general knowledge and the air brakes and combinations test and endorsements. So other than that, you will be doing your pre-trip. And I know this stuff may sound confusing, but if you're in school, you will know what these things are. Basically, the general knowledge and the air brakes endorsement and the combination endorsements are all things, tests that you will take at the DMV. They're all written tests. You're going to be studying for that and gaining the knowledge for that in the classroom. I mean, you basically can gain the knowledge of it by yourself by taking the DMV handbook for CDL and taking it home and studying it. There's also another app. It's not foolproof, but it's actually pretty good. It's called DMV Genie. And if you can, I believe they have it for Android and iOS. Download that. It really does help. Make sure you take all the tests though, and still read the book, because there are some questions for the test that are, a little screwy. They'll mess with you a little bit. So I would say 85% of the information from the app is actually on the test, and another 15 is like a gray area. But it's still enough to pass, trust me. So you're in class, you're doing your pre-trip. They're letting you know that you're trying to work your way for your general knowledge tests. You're trying to work your way for your combinations and your air brake endorsement. You're doing your pre-trip. And then depending on the school, once you nail your pre-trip, then that's when they start getting you on the course. And that's when things start getting a little fun and a little tricky at the same time, because with the course, they have you practice, I believe, 4 maneuvers. One maneuver is a straight backing up, straight backing. And at first, that's a little tricky, especially if the type of trailer you have, because, you're not used to, no one's used to operating a truck with a fifth wheel and a trailer, and, the truck moves differently, and then the trailer moves in the opposite direction with it. So, with that said, it's a little tricky. It's a little intimidating at first, but with practice, you are definitely going to get it. Other than that, there is another straight backing up, but at first it's offset. So it's an offset backing up. You're basically, I don't know if I can get it up. Maybe if you guys want, I could have a diagram of what it would look like if you guys want me to make a video about the actual course itself. But it's basically you're straight, and then you have to turn the vehicle to the right and then back up. So it's kind of offsetting, turn back and then backing up. Then you have your alley dock, which, if you've been to any major distributor, they're performing alley dock maneuvers all day long there. It's basically where you're pulling up to the dock. You know, you're up and then you're backing up into the alley dock. And then you have your parallel park, which is self-explanatory if you've taken your regular driving tests. It's basically just a regular parallel park, but with a semi. So there's a little trick to that too. Another thing about, your appropriate documents before you take the test, you have to get your medical card. I know I mentioned that earlier on. They're going to try to have you get a medical card. Sometimes you have to go to a DOT certified doctor. Well, they all are DOT certified doctors, but your primary care physician might not be DOT certified. So you're going to have to find a DOT certified doctor, or they will have one come to the site. At this mom and pop shop, they had one come to the site. With me at the time, I got my DOT medical card through my prior job working as a school bus driver because they paid for it. So I was like, all right, cool. I already have that. I'm good. So that's what you generally expect. You're continuing practicing your pre-trip. You're starting your maneuvers. You're getting into the truck for the first time. And that's your second week. And you're practicing on that. And then your third week, hopefully you got to the point where you're just about done with your classroom time, and we'll move on from there. Guys, thank you so much for coming to D-Land TV. You have any tips, suggestions, anything you want me to talk about? This is my journey becoming your journey, and we're all different out here, but hey, I want to share some share some love and knowledge to you guys. Until next time, thank you. Bye.